Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be not only playing Ride 5, but I'm going to be celebrating my Christmas with you here today. And for some reason today we have been blessed. We have a Christmas miracle. It is the Suzuki Hayabusa around the Nordschleife. I must be mad, or something has completely corrupted my mind, and I thought this would make a good video here today. It's a Christmas miracle after all. We're doing things that maybe we wouldn't really enjoy, so this is the Hayabusa here around the Nordschleife in Ride 5. This is close enough to what I could find is Santa's sleigh, and maybe he is late to delivering presents, so possibly he's going to go around the Nordschleife in Germany with this sleigh, which is the Hayabusa, and drop off all the presents. That's the story, and that's what I'm going to stick to, so let's see how we get on here today. But seriously guys, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful celebration. To whatever you celebrate and whatever you believe in, enjoy and then have just a wonderful day. And of course, thank you for spending your Christmas with me, DrAce. We've had a terrific year, we really have. It's been absolutely superb. Things have not always gone well. Some things have gone great, some things not so much, and I think that's just a part of learning and developing as both a content creator and as a human being as well. So big thank you to all, thank you for your continued support, and let's crack on with this part of the Nordschleife. I'm feeling actually not too bad, actually. You know what, I was I've been a little bit negative about Ride 5 in the recent Ride 5 BMW HP2 Cup with the Ace Academy. That was a bit of a disaster, so I am putting that to the back of my mind, starting to use more motorcycles in Ride 5, and I've got to say there is some feeling growing back here in the 5th installment of Ride. I do realise now that a lot of my gripes and moans with Ride 5 were pretty much directed to the BMW HP2. That bike is just not good. There is no feeling, and it's just not fun to ride, so I think I've come to that conclusion now that I won't take it out on Ride 5, and I'll still keep the Ride 5 content coming, because I don't want to stop doing videos on these on this game, and I know you guys don't want me to stop either. So together we shall work out a compromise. And for some reason, the compromise, the mitigating factor in this one, that's going to be the mediator, is somehow the Suzuki Hayabusa. I mean, this bike feels just like a bus. It's it's a sleigh. It absolutely is. It's shocking. But you know what? There's actually some good feedback within the controller. There's vibration under the braking, and it actually feels alright. I can't believe I'm saying that. Compared to the HP2, I would take the Hayabusa any day. I honestly can't believe how bad that BMW HP2 felt in the latter stages of our Cup. Early on in the Cup, for the Nürburgring, Brands Hatch, Laguna Seca, it felt pretty good. A couple of issues and crashes a few places, but after that it seemed to just completely collapse. I don't know what it was, I don't know what it is that all of us seem to have this feeling as well. Myself, Sergio23, were big advocates for the HP2. Now also don't particularly like that bike, so something clearly going wrong with that motorcycle. I think we just picked a bad egg, let's be honest, so it is what it is. But honestly, I've got to say, 3 minutes into the Nordschleife, and apart from the turning ability of this Hayabusa, it feels good. It feels quite responsive. I'm happy with the input. Not particularly confident going on the fast parts here. And there's a few sections of the Nordschleife which just make me a bit nervous. Oh goodness me, I couldn't even turn in there. I actually tried to turn a bit early and almost went off the circuit, so I apologise there. But we dive into the left hand side and now start to downshift. I've got to be careful here, I don't want to go too wide. Oh god. Oh, I need to downshift because we're in the total wrong gear now. But back onto the right hand side. I'm also very nervous going into the carousel. I don't know what it is, but just this part here makes me nervous. This entire second sector is where I get nervous. Going into Sector 3, into Sector 4, the rest of it comes quite easy. But here, I'm prone to a few stupid mistakes every now and again. Not too bad into the carousel. Keep it in. Don't turn in too early, because you touch that curb, and it's good night Vienna. Thankfully that is not going to help occur. I can't speak. It's not going to affect us here today, as we now go to the left hand side. Bring on the power. We've got to downshift here into third or second, and then move across to the right hand side. You can't turn in too early there. Shout out to that dog at the background. It's barking. Must be a DrAce fan. I don't know if you can even hear that. I don't even have a dog. I've got cats. They don't make a noise. But into the left hand side and back across to the right for turn 21. This is another difficult corner. You want to travel in this corner really fast, but it's actually not wise because you go too wide and then you cannot turn back in going into this left-hand side here for turn 23. So there's a lot of corners here that are blind, a lot of undulation. You've just got to go for it sometimes, but it's also wise to be a little bit smarter with the Hayabusa. Now, the goal here for today's video is to do 3 laps, and hopefully we can stay on board for the entire 3 laps. If I bin it, I guess then we'll skip across and do the next lap, because it's a long time to not compete for a lap time here in this time trial. Now onto the right-hand side. I do like this part here. A little bit deep, but as you go into the right here, it begins to open up ever so slightly, so you can just start lifting, start getting onto the throttle rather than lifting off it. And into the right hand here, you've got to be fast here, turn into the right, straighten up immediately, to the left, to the right, back over again, keep it straight, and then back across to the right in a moment's time. That does feel rather good. And I've just realised I forgot to mention, quick shout out to Sergio23, the Belgian ace, of course, as another Hayabusa livery, or at least another livery for me to demonstrate here today. And this is Sergio's Suzuki Hayabusa. I think this was a particular livery or colourway that was made at some point. I don't follow Suzuki Hayabusa, so I don't know any of the history or anything about this monstrosity of a motorcycle, but the livery looks nice, so fair play to Sergio for at least making this bag of old bricks look a little bit better. I guess we'll get a better look as we get onto the straight, but right now, hands free, just hold on to acceleration, and I need to move back across to the right hand side there, because going straight there would result in a hit in the wall, but there it is. There is the Hayabusa, looks like a giant bee, a huge bumblebee, travelling at 180 miles an hour, flying down Germany. I can't think of anything worse. A big ass bee approaching you at speed. Oh, it's Christmas after all, and bees never feature in any stories to do with Father Christmas. But anyway, our first lap is completed. It's a 6-minute 53.8. That's under the 7-minute mark, so not that bad, but I actually have no idea what my expectations are for this video. I don't know where this would put us in the world record leaderboard standings, nor do I really care. I just wanted to make this video because I thought it'd be stupid and funny enough to make the Christmas cheer go around for the entire family. I hope you're all watching together. Hope your grandma, your granddad, family, cousins, brothers, sisters are all around the campfire, or whatever it may be. Campfire? Around the fire at the fireplace, all watching DrAce content on the 25th of December 2023. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the video, why not pass on that Christmas cheer and hit the like button, and consider subscribing as well. We may have reached 10,000, but the goals don't stop there. We're now looking for 10, 15, 20k, 30k, 40k. I don't know what we can reach this year, but I'm keen to see if we can get to 20. So certainly, if you can, help me out if you would. I would really appreciate that as we go onto the left-hand side. I think I'm going too fast. Ooh, that really felt like I was going too quickly there. Oh wow, that'd be great when it's second lap in, 1 minute in, bin it on the second lap. No, I'm not doing that. I do get a little bit nervous around parts of this one. Now, I remember here in Ride 4, travelling down here at speed would send the entire bike into a tank slapper. Doesn't seem to happen in Ride 5, and I can't say I miss that feeling. It was awful. So many lap times ruined because the front end starts wobbling. It's like a... and then bang, it's gone. Awful. I think there was another bike, one of the other Suzukis that used to do that on Ride 4 as well. The bike would just get completely out of shape and it would be a nightmare. So, yeah, I'm glad that doesn't happen anymore. We're actually down on the lap time. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm too bothered about trying to improve the lap time. Just getting consistent enough around the Nordschleife is where I'd be quite content to conclude today's video. So, into the right-hand side, nice and tight to the apex we go. Oh, what the hell? That's a crash! No way! Well, apologies for that. I did not expect me to crash by just touching the curb there. I feel like I've done that 1,000 times, but unfortunately, that is the way it goes sometimes. So unfortunately, lap 2 has been struck off the history books as an invalidation, as a job that was binned. I did actually continue on that lap just to get a few more feeling confidence back in, and also to keep the tyres warm, because I don't know what the tyres were like when we started this video, but I didn't fancy the chances, so I thought I might as well stay on. I actually crashed 2 more times after that as well. The inhibition had gone and I completely lost my concentration, but we're back now, and hopefully for lap 3 we can get the job done. If I bin it on this one, then this is going to completely ruin the video, and that's going to be a disaster. But the goal is to keep on pushing now and hopefully get another 6:53, or I should imagine we can get, I don't know, we'd have to find 8 tenths. That's easier said than done, but I'm hoping to get another 6:53, but we'll see how that goes. But on the power, past that fire engine that looks like it's doing a wheelie, as we now go charging down over the rise. Good, nicely done. Into the left-hand side. Again, wide though. Didn't feel like I was going too out of shape there this time around. On the first time we did that, I felt really loose, but that felt decent. And as we go underneath the bridge, careful, just almost touching the grass there. If I touch the grass there, I think it's an immediate invalidation, so got to keep it on both wheels and got to keep it on the dark part of the track. A little bit bouncy going into the 9th corner, but I must confess, it tackles that pretty well. There's some pretty good stability with this Hayabusa. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. The main difficulty is definitely the turning. The turning is a challenge, and the braking, of course, with such a massive bike. Oh my god, we're down by a second. It didn't feel like it was going that slow. Alright, okay, we've got to hurry up a bit then. But I don't want to crash. I don't really want to push it too far. A little bit difficult, this situation here with the Hayabusa. Let's get back onto the power. Okay, we must avoid this curb here like the plague. I'm going to go for a nice wide line and now bring the power on. Yeah, I'm not taking that chance again. So we go to the tight apex and now back across to the right. Steady here. This is another call. Oh, I downshifted too early. It's one of those corners I overthink. I either don't think about it and end up crashing into the wall, or I overthink it and just brake way too early. And unfortunately, that was the latter in that moment just a second ago. I don't know why, but I downshifted too early. But here into probably one of the best parts of the Nordschleife. I do love this section. Turn it in, twist it in, back on the power, and back out again. But the feeling with a Busa, though, it does struggle to turn in for those tight corners. The stability is great on the brakes, so you can kind of abuse the brakes a bit too much in an unrealistic fashion, unfortunately, where you can really hold down the power, or rather the brake, and the bike doesn't want to tuck in. It's still pretty good. Now, if I did that on probably the height of the BMW HB2, I think the bike would have disappeared, but the vibration wouldn't have even kicked in. Here in the Hayabusa, there's quite a lot of feedback and vibration and rumble with the DualSense controller here on PC, so I'm actually going to give this bike a thumbs up. I can't believe this. It actually feels alright. Is it going to be my go-to bike? I think not. I don't think I'd have enough fun from this motorcycle, but honestly, I'm not against the idea of using this again. I can't believe this. This is actually a Christmas miracle. We've gained a 10th, although I did make a mess of that corner a few moments ago with the premature downshift. Into the power, probably should have stayed in 3rd for them. As we go on to the brakes, Marshall's looking a bit bored there. Apologies, I'm doing my best to make it interesting. And now into the carousel corner. Again, do not touch any of the curbs around this part of the track. A little bit wide there now, actually. I overthought it then. Just overthinking ever so slightly is enough to really ruin your lap time. You've got to just stay calm here, just got to stay focused. It's not that important, but I would like to improve. And now into the left-hand side, down to 2nd gear. Quick change of direction and back up to 3rd as we turn in. And back onto the brakes again. A lot of gentle braking here for those mid-corners. It's enough to reduce the understeer, but it's also not too much to cause any stability issues with the front end. It feels alright. It's like aggressive trail braking almost. And then back into the power and back into the right-hand side. Got to be careful because you don't want to bring on the power too early. I was a little bit weak there, a little bit tentative. Just getting into the back of my mind. I don't want to mess this up now because it's the 3rd lap. And it looks alright. Front end is getting warm though. A lot warmer than it did in the previous lap, although I did crash in the right-hander earlier on. And now into the left-hand side, go tight again. Not quite as tight as I would have wanted. I lost a little bit of confidence there. The front end is really getting warm now. The fire must be on. Ooh, onto the curbs. Oh, onto the curb again. I just avoided it at the last second as we go past the Hyundai sign into the left. Steady, steady. Almost lost it. I'm just getting nervous for this now. Oh, we've actually improved a lot. We're only down by a tenth and a half. I haven't quite got the temerity to tackle this as like we did in the first lap. But the inhibition was gone now, and we should actually be more aggressive rather than a little bit more tentative. I guess that's the trade-off of a crash. Sometimes you can have that feeling of you are just untouchable, you're relentless, you don't care, you've crashed, why does it matter anymore? And then sometimes you think, oh no, I want to make sure I get this done. So you go a little bit reserved and you don't attack as much as you can do. But into the right, a little bit deep. Oh, into the right-hander again, do I downshift? No, I probably should stay in third. Get onto that power, tuck in behind the bubble of the B. Let's see what we can do. Massive straight yielding, a massive B approaching. God damn it, if you were like where the ambulance is up to the right hand side here, you see this charging past you. You wouldn't even have a chance to take a picture, would you? It's gone. Now, straight past. Gotta say, this has actually not been too bad. I've actually enjoyed this. I hope you guys have too as well. I've really had a good time with this. If you have enjoyed, definitely hit that like button. But into the final part now. We mustn't panic. We must brake here nice and calmly. Just enough to slow the motorcycle down. Oh, look at that right Alpine Stars boot getting launched into the distance there, just so we can get the bike stopped. Downshifting into first for the final corner. Very tight to the apex. Careful on the power. Across the line. Is it enough? Oh, I don't know. We didn't improve. Well, there you are then, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and Merry Christmas to you all. This has been a miracle to share with you guys. 2 laps. Well, 2.5, I kind of messed up the other one. But 2 laps of within 0.2 of a second around the Nordschleife with a higher booster is not that bad. I'll take it. So guys, Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you for tomorrow's race. I think it's more MotoGP. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.